A snail is a creature with one foot. Oh, hi everybody. We're just looking at Carlo's new book. It's called 1 is a Snail, 10 is a Crab. He borrowed it from the library and he asked his family if he could bring it in and share it with us. Carlo's brought along some of his favourite animals today and he's asked us to help him retell this story. It's a bit of a complicated book because we have to use the numbers on the table in front of us. Let's have a look before we begin. The story is called 1 is a Snail and 10 is a Crab. I never knew a snail only had one leg. 1 is a snail. I like the way the authors used an arrow to point to the foot. 2 is a person. 2 fingers, 2 feet. This is tricky. Do you know a creature with 3 legs? I can't think of one. This author's very clever. They've used the snail that has 1 foot and they've put it with the person who has 2 feet to make the number 3. 4 is easy. I know so many creatures with 4 legs, Carlo. This author's used a dog. I think I've got the idea of this story. Shall we have a go at making up our own story, modelled on this text? 1 is a snail, 10 is a crab. Carlo's bought some creatures to help us. He had trouble finding a snail, so he used some Play-Doh. He made a long creature that can sometimes wear a shell. That's a snail. This one's removed the shell, so it's a slug. So we're going to start your story today, Carlo, with 1 is a slug. Now we need something with 2 legs. And we don't have a person here. That's what the author used in the book. But Carlo did bring along an ostrich. 2 fingers, let me check. 2 legs. Fantastic. 1 is a slug, 2 is an ostrich. I'm going to use the author's idea and slide the ostrich up and put the slug alongside of it, and let's count, check how many legs we have. 1, 2, 3. Fabulous. 1 is a slug, 2 is an ostrich, 3 is an ostrich, and a slug. 4, there are so many creatures with 4 legs. Let's use the lamb. 4 is a lamb. 5. I've got an idea. Carlo's magic and favourite number. 5 is a lamb and a slug, I think. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is a slug and a lamb. We should know now which creatures have 6 legs. That's right, insects, and I've got a beautiful blue beetle I can put into that spot. 6, can you help me? 6 is a beetle. 7 is the next number. I've got an idea. Let's slide the beetle up and let's slide the slug up. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or if you've got really good at counting, you might have said, I know the beetle has 6 legs and 1 more makes 7. I'm going to help you with the next one. The number 8, I think if we use these two creatures, we might be right. Can you help me count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is a donkey and an oxen. Let's slide these two creatures up and slide the slug up. We know we have 8 legs there, and one more makes 9. 9 is an oxen, a donkey, and a slug. 10 is a very big number, and I can see I haven't used my giraffe and I haven't used my crab. One, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need a creature with 2 legs to complete this story. Ten, can you help me? Is a giraffe, a lamb, and an ostrich. Thanks for helping. Thanks for bringing the animals along, Carlo. What a fabulous story. I'm going to slide all the animals back out of our way. And I think it's time for us to have a look in Carlo's communication book and see what message we've got from his family today. Yesterday was day 9, so today, can you have a guess what day it is today? It is day 10 of our learning. And this time it says, "Dear children, enjoy." We've been watching Carlo this week as he's learnt not only to count and sort, but also how to record his findings. He even had a go at writing some numbers. He's been drawing collections of items, he's been making maps, and he even had a go at making his very own book this week. Thanks for helping Carlo to learn from his family. He's made a book. Is this your book, Carlo? I can see that you've been practicing your numbers, and I can even see that you've learnt to write your name on the bottom of your work. Can we read this story to the children? I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm going to have a go at sharing it with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 is a really hard number to write, and I love the way Carlo's had a go. Do you think Carlo's 3 looks like mine? I can see underneath each of the numerals, Carlo's put a dot. 1 under the number 1, 2 under number 3. Let's check and see if he got this right. 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's so good at 5. I don't even need to count because I can see he's got those dots right. I don't even need to count because I can see that that's right, that there are 5 dots in that group. Okay, well, I'm not really sure what this story is about, except for it reminds me of a story I just read recently, Carlo. 1 snail, and he's even put a pink dot on the bottom to show us how many in that group. Just 1. 2. Carlo's used a symbol in his story, and I think what he wants us to count is the feet. Can you help me? 1, 2. Has he got the dots right? 1, 2. 2 feet. Great drawing, Carlo. I think I know where he got the idea for this book from. 3. Have a look at his 3. He's had such a great go at doing the number 3. Does it look like mine? 1, snail's foot, and 2, duck's feet. Can you help me count? 1, 2, 3, and you can see he's used arrows instead of words in his text. We could have guessed the next number, couldn't we? It's the number 4. Help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 duck's feet. His favourite number. His favourite number is 5, and he's having a great go at writing that number. Remember how hard that is? Is his number the same as mine? We might have to practice that, Carlo. Can you help me read this? 5. 1, snail's foot. 2, duck's feet. 2, duck's feet. Let's count how many altogether. Help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many dots on Carlo's page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you know where Carlo got the idea for that book from? I think you do. I wonder if you might have a go this week at making your own number book. Some of those numbers are difficult, but have a go. Using pictures and arrows is a really helpful way to guide a reader through your text. That is a beautiful story, Carlo. I'm definitely going to send that home, and Carlo, I hope Carlo can share that with his family. Carlo's done so much recording this week. He's done so much wonderful learning. Remember the beautiful zoo he created that had no more than 5 creatures in it? Remember the map that helped to guide us through, and the arrows that told us which direction to travel in? Remember how he used digital images because he wasn't sure that he could draw all of those creatures? Remember the We Must Have 5 zoo, where he didn't use photographs and he didn't use drawing, but he used symbols. He used blue to represent the colour of the water, green for the grass on the farm, orangey brown for the soil, and green for the jungle. And he just used dots to represent the number 5 in each of those areas. Carlo's learned to sing new songs this week. He was pretty good at playing Snap. Do you know what, Carlo? It's been a busy week, and if I'm feeling weary, I'm pretty sure you're feeling tired too. Thanks for all your wonderful help this week, everybody. We look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good night. Bye.